So this is the second to last screencast that we will be doing this semester, and this is my argument essay, When Divorce is Better for Children. This essay was a little, this essay was I know this is silly, but it's not that it was hard compared to the other essays. You know, I always like to write about personal issues or something that I really care about or feel very strongly about. I always seem to write a better paper if I'm passionate about what I'm writing about. And this is a topic that I am extremely passionate about. So that is nice. I do like to write about stuff that I actually have an opinion about. And I love to argue. So this is one of those things where I love to push, not push my beliefs on somebody else, but argue my point in a valid way. My favorite part of this essay is probably my introduction. I kind of went with using, the outline in the book said to use a hook to grab the reader's interest in your introduction. So I thought, instead of using the typical, this is, I would use maybe more a personal experience. This paper is very personal for me and what I've been through in the last year. So I really wanted to start out with, a story about why a story about my personal experience of how, personally my divorce was better for my children, or my husband and I separating and alleviating the marital conflict was better than my kids, which is why I started with kind of an example of what a typical dinner would be, when my husband and I were still together, and how it would always fall apart, and kind of a personal example of why I feel so strongly about this topic and why I feel so strongly about this argument and where my passion comes from. So that's my favorite part of it, and kind of and why it's my favorite part. I thought it would be a little different to start out with something not quite so clinical, not quite so, a little more personal, give it a personal touch. This is a very personal essay for me. One thing I need to do to improve my draft is kind of down here in the counter argument section. I use religion as one of, the counter arguments to, divorce is never better for kids and stuff like that, as one of the counter arguments. And right here, and this is all I have. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more homework and kind of see what I can add to this. It always seems like the first draft of mine, there's either the conclusion or one of the paragraphs or something in there that is just, it hasn't fully formed in my head yet, and I don't know how I'm going to express myself in this particular context. So I will work on that before I turn in my final draft. The feedback I'd like from you, I want to make sure that I'm doing my MLA formatting correctly. I know that down here at the end of my essay on my Works Cited page, hold on, let me get to it. My Works Cited page, I can't, for some reason, when I put all of this stuff in here, I can't get it to move over. I'll show you, hold on. See, look, I can't hit tab. See, it moves the whole thing. And then when I delete it, or backspace it, it moves the whole thing back again. So I'm going to have to figure out how, so I know I need to indent, this one, and this one. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. But I'm hoping that all of my MLA formatting is correct in text citations and the works cited list. I do know that the tab, these are not where they need to be, and this one and this one, they're not where they need to be. So I will fix that. But other than that, I'm hoping that all of my stuff looks pretty good. That's really the only thing that I really feel like I need feedback on. Oh, and, you know, does it flow well? Does it, am I, you know, I think my conclusion's okay. I know I need more, you know, counter argument here. And again, my rough drafts are always really rough, and I always seem to go in and kind of change everything. So, so I'm hoping when I get your feedback and combined with my revision and all of that stuff, I'll come out with a really good finished product. Anyway, this is, you know, second to last digital portfolio. So I hope you enjoy my essay. Thank you.